Our queen,
Oh,
the
Megan.
legend.
I've been roasting you all day today. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to. Just know it's out of love.
See me, I'm just like...
Yeah, but that's why I tend to gravitate towards people who are a little bit different than me. You guys are awful.
I'm sorry.
Kayla's doing really bad today.
Hey, Messy.
I'm Megan.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Taylor, and welcome back to our episode where today we're going to be talking
Hey, I
about
hated that.
friends.
Hey, I hated that. I hated that. Please.
Why'd you go, woo?
You remember when I did the clapping in the first episode? Kind of give the same vibe.
Yeah, you did kind of give a little bit.
Hey,
Hey,
Messy.
I'm Megan. Guys, I did so good on the first time.
I'm sorry. I messed it up. I'm sorry.
One of these days we'll get it right.
Say
the first
breathing
time.
exercise.
I had it right on the first try.
Megan, we're breathing. Ready? 3, 2, 1, deep breath in.
Sorry, guys, there's a lot of snot in me.
It's a spring.
Hey, Messy.
I'm Megan.
I'm Kayla.
And I'm Taylor, and welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about the good old lovely topic of friendships.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. BFFs, if you would. I don't know, whatever labels the kids use these days. Homies.
I think it's still friends.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey, squad?
Squat up.
Or what is it?
I say squad. I said, where's my squad at? Don't say, y'all gotta give me something. Y'all can't just like make me sit in silence.
Jail.
Stare at me. Anyways, yes, today we're going to be talking about, I don't know, the challenges of making friends in your 20s, how to make friends in your 20s, how to be a good friend in your 20s. The list goes on.
What do you look for, like, in a good friend?
Ooh,
Mm.
that's a, dang. Okay, Kayla,
I'm
like
cooking
cooking.
over here.
Cooking.
Okay, sorry.
What do I look for in a good friend? I don't know.
Someone who gets randomly dropped on my doorstep.
What?
Like,
You know, like,
Explain.
well, my best friend, like one of my best friends here was a random roommate placement.
mhm.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
We
thought
were
you
just
meant,
kinda-
like...
We were just kind of forced
She's
together.
right behind me, isn't she?
She may or may not be in the room.
She's here.
She's here.
She's here.
She's all around us.
She's
is.
like awkwardly looking at it.
Please circle around the camera.
You want to say hi? Say
You wanna
hi.
Say hi. Say
Just
hi.
like peek your little face.
Say hi, Pookie.
This is our gorgeous friend Alexa.
Love her.
even know if I was in it.
I would assume so.
It's just simply like her mouth.
Oh.
But like, honestly, half of my friends I made here, it was just like we were kind of like placed together, like
Yeah.
at random
Mhm.
points, and then started talking to each other. I'm of the philosophy that I just like to awkwardly fumble my way through friendships in the beginning, and if they can make it past my like awkward period,
Mhm.
then it's probably good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like want to recall the time that me and you became friends. We were in Dr. Carver's class.
Oh.
Dr. Carver loves you. But anyways, there was this guy dressed. What was he dressed in? Like it was like some.
I think it was Star Wars. I just don't know who he was dressed as.
And so then after that, he came into the classroom. He ended up being some like just a regular Joe. But he scared the bejesus out of us, and we became friends after that.
Wow.
I think a lot of like how you
Mhm.
make friends at this stage is like you meet people through people. Like you
Yeah.
meet one person,
Yeah.
and it's like the domino
Mhm.
effect. You bounce like, and
Yeah.
then they introduce you to their friend, and then their friend
Yeah.
introduces, you, and then it's like this whole domino
I
effect.
think that's literally how I made most of my friends here.
I mean, that's how we met.
Yeah.
we
I met you through our friend
our
Jack.
good friend Jack.
I met
Love
you
Jack.
through Megan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's something that once you like leave college, I have seen like people say it
Mhm.
does get a little
It's
bit harder
harder.
because it's not like you're in class, 7
Mhm.
days a week, and you meet people at work, but it's not like it's people your same age.
Yeah.
You're working with people who are probably can sometimes be like double or
Older,
triple
yeah.
your age, so
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
like a little bit of a gap in between like commonalities.
Yeah.
They could be getting ready to retire and
And
you
you're like-
just graduated,
Like,
so
I was
it's
like,
like there's
I just
and they've
got
got like
here.
grandkids, so it can be a little.
I feel like that's why it's important to spend college and your like late teens, early 20s, like just putting yourself out there and talking to random people, whether that be in your classes, because sometimes they stick, sometimes they don't. I have friends I made freshman year that like we were really, really close the first semester, and then after we weren't all in the classes anymore, like we really don't talk anymore, but when we still see each other on campus, we're like, oh my gosh, hey, how are you? Like, it's,
Yeah.
I feel like not every person you meet and become friends with has to become like
A close
crazy
friend.
close
Yeah.
friend. Like, it's
Yeah.
nice to have those couple just like you pass by them, see them,
Yeah, I
catch
think
up
people
quickly.
forget that like you can have acquaintances.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
better to have like it's quality of friend over quantity.
Exactly.
It's okay.
I have something good to say.
Uh-huh.
I had something once. So, what I look for in a friendship is somebody who allows me to be my authentic
This is so like, you know what's being authentic? Us right now. Like, this is like, actually, I don't know what's in the air. I was about to say, like, do your friends, have you met them, like most of them outside of Maryville, or?
Oh yeah, I don't really have that many friends in Maryville,
Okay.
but like, cause I have my friends from high school. Obviously, I mean, there's only 3 of them, and then me and my one friend Emma, we actually connected through work. But I would say I only have like 3 like friends that I'd be like, hey, like I need help, or hey, like can we just like talk about something?
Right.
Or
But
call in case like in an emergency
yes,
situation.
yes. But I just think like connecting through work is like a good way to make friends. What about you guys?
See, I've started to make more friends through work. In like recent bits, it's just been I've been like placed with the people at work, and like now I actually do have like more like work friends. And you know, you never know, like one person could know someone, and then that whole domino effect. But I think also like maybe like going out places.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't have to be like a club or anything like that. But I've met people and like made friends with people at local thrift stores and stuff. Like I just show up enough, and you know, I talk to them and just make some casual conversation, and like we now know each other, we catch up a little bit. Stuff like that. Maybe taking classes. I know like exercise classes, people meet a lot of friends through that, going to the gym, stuff like that.
Yeah. I think it's just like, for some reason, I feel like once we graduate, we're like, oh, we're already like supposed to have like our set group of friends, which is obviously very common, but it's just, I think a lot of the times people forget that it's okay to just go up to like random people and say hi. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't really go up to like strangers anymore, which
And I think
it's depending. It's depending on the situation.
Obviously.
But also, like, I feel like there's a lot of people that are just like, oh, absolutely not. Like, I was at the gym like a few weeks ago, and I was just like working out by myself in the corner like I always do. And this girl came up to me and she was like, hey, do you want to like work out together? She was like, I'm here by myself and I saw what you're doing, and we did like a whole workout together. Like, it's like if people say no, that's fine. Like, I think it's just you gotta put yourself out of your comfort zone sometimes, and I don't know, just talk to strangers.
Well, and I think like a big thing too is like social. I feel like a lot of people like just hide behind their phones, and so it's a little bit harder to approach them.
Yeah.
But I think like, again, like if you're out somewhere with like other friends and you have like their friends, like kind of like how our situation is, like I met Taylor through Megan, and like you just have to like kind of put yourself out there, like whenever you're with those people, just don't hide behind your phone. I mean, it depends. Like, I get it, people are like, you like different things, but I think just trying to make an effort and see like how it goes.
Yeah.
But I think like just kind of the phone's kind of ruined a lot of like communication skills with people, and so it's kind of more hard to like make friends and just communicate.
Be okay with putting yourself out there. I know a lot of people,
and the
some are
friendships
more
you have now will evolve like
Yeah.
as you all start, you know, figuring out your own lives like independently. Those friendships will evolve. They won't fade, but it'll definitely change a little bit, but not all of the change is bad.
Right. And I mean, even too, like going off of that, like, you also have, like, I have friends that have kids, I have friends that are married, like, I have, like, we're just, like, all in different stages of life, and it's kind of weird to, like, be like, hey, like, I'm going to the club, and it's like, oh, well, I'm sitting at home with my baby, like, it's kind of, like, weird, like, trying to, but I feel like once we, like, reach that stage where we're kind of all on the same level,
page.
It'll, like, it's gonna evolve even more, like, it takes time, like, I mean, I've had these friends since middle school, like, but it's just, I don't know.
I think sometimes that, like, we feel like we need to be in contact with people 24/7, which, I mean, communication is very important, like, checking up on people is important.
We're social creatures as humans.
But, like, it's okay for friendships to fade away naturally and then also sometimes come back, like, those things will happen, people come and go, and, you know, as long as things didn't, like, end badly, like, I think it's a good thing to be comfortable with the idea of just, like, sometimes things fading naturally and meeting new people throughout time.
I'm a firm believer that, like, people come in and out of your lives and are, like, in your lives for specific durations of time for a reason. And, like, something new will come along, or something, like, stays consistent. Because I've had plenty of people in my life who were really great friends when we were younger, but we grew apart, like, just naturally, like, stuff, you know, you grow up, you go to different schools, you just kind of stop talking. Not anything, like, bad happened, it just kind of happened and is what it is. So, but I believe that the time that we were really, really close was for a reason, and it kind of just fading away was also for a reason. So
I want to get into a little bit of messy friendships.
Ooh, messy friendships.
So, say, like, if you guys are, like, in a fight or something like bad happened, you know what I mean?
Like, for me personally, I've only had a couple, like, I've been very lucky with the friendships I've had growing up. I've only had a couple situations where they've gotten quote unquote messy, and, like, really at the end of the day, it's truly just, like, communication and also knowing yourself. It's obviously really depending on the situation, but if you aren't happy in a friendship and, like, this person is saying bad things about you, or just, like, being passive aggressive, or, like, not fully bringing you places or accepting you into certain situations, just, like, there's a bunch of different reasons why, like, friendships will fall off in a negative way. Just don't sit there and take it, if that makes sense, especially, like, in this age group.
But we are not condoning fighting.
No, we're too grown for that. Like, we're too grown for that. If you're, like, constantly fighting with a friend, just cut it off. Like, that's just not a good friend. I don't think I've ever fought with any one of my good friends, like, at all.
You could have disagreements, but disagreements are different than fights.
Yeah, like, if y'all are yelling at each other, that just y'all don't need to be friends. Yeah, so just, like, if you aren't happy, attempt to communicate that.
I think for me, like, I've had, like, me and my one really close friend, like, we've grown up together pretty much, and, like, we've realized that we've been communicating, like, but we noticed that we can only take each other in small doses because we both have really strong personalities.
Yeah.
And, like, just, like, growing up, it's like, we look back and it's like, why were we fighting over that? And it's like, girl. But, now, like, we're at, like, a healthy place. Like, we both, like, I think you have to give each other boundaries, too. And it's like, as long as you're just communicating and all that, like, and trying to fix the things, keep going on with that friendship. But if not, like, I would just cut them off. Like, just be like, hey, like, this isn't like working for me. Like, kind of like a breakup, but like friendship.
It is,
but, like you said, like, I've definitely had friendships where it hurt worse than a breakup.
I've had my fair share of friendships that dissolved naturally, stuff that ended not so great, and obviously, you know, you can assertive, but not being a jerk, and, like, you can stand up for yourself in an assertive way without being a jerk. And accept the fact that not everyone is going to care as much as you.
Yeah.
I think that was the hardest thing in a lot of the friendship endings, is it seemed like I cared way more than the other person.
Yeah.
and accept that that might be the case, and you know that just means you've got a good heart.
Yep.
And it's a privilege to be able to experience friendship and like genuine human connection, no matter how fleeting it is. It is a really beautiful part of life.
Yep.
So the good, bad, and the ugly is really nice.
Yep.
But
But I think that's it for this episode. Just basically to sum it up, put yourself out there. Be your full true self. I always like tell myself and tell other people, like, never dim how much love you have to give just to please other people. Have a fun time making friends. You will make friends. At the end of the day, we're all looking for friends and human connection. So it really is just, you know, be yourself and put yourself out there. So thanks for coming to our podcast.
we'll see you in the next one.
I know. We sure will. We'll be here again. Talking about what?
Who
We'll
knows?
figure that out later. Make sure you follow us on our Instagram and our TikTok. And yeah, thanks for coming.
Stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.